everybody doing today? This is an exciting project that we've been working on over this past semester called the Cooper House. Here's a slide. What an opportunity it's been to be able to work on this over the whole semester. I mean, this house was established even before the university was built. So just the history that it has as being the first building before the campus even started is very exciting stuff. Really what we're trying to focus on here is we want to center this project around a locally based attitude. The community, everybody for the University of Kentucky, the students, the citizens of Lexington, we're all going to come together as one community to develop this project. And really that's what's going to have a lot of meaning to what we're trying to do. It's really going to drive the project. We want to remain true to our initial core competencies of the University of Kentucky by still being willing to better the community. The house, like I said, the house existed even before the university was established. And just think about it, we owe this renovation to the family of Tom Hammond, UK, and the city of Lexington. We want to be able to create a mural that shows the values of our community. We want to promote this interaction within a public space. We want to have local breweries come in, Kentucky Proud products, and just have it centered around a better student environment for the College of Ag, and it wants to be the centerpiece for the college. We want to promote the power of preservation of the Cooper House. I mean, as it stands right now, obviously it's not in very good condition, but hopefully with these renovations and ideas that we come up together as a class, we can better the overall experience of the Cooper House.
So continuing into our mission statement, our mission statement is as follows. It's a collaborative mission to expand overall use and accessibility of the Cooper House, effectively creating a physical meeting point that marries the storied history of the Kentucky's flagship and land-grant university to the bright future afforded to all current and future students. Our list of goals are as follows. We're actually moving towards the creation of a front porch. We use that term as a meeting point, just a friendly home space, somewhere where anyone that is a cafe student can come and can feel, welcome. And not just student, but faculty and anyone that has any interest in what we're doing here at the cafe. We want to show respect to the name of the house, Thomas Poe Cooper, as well as his family and all the other important residents we know so very well. And we're going to use a prime location at the corner of Cooper and South Lime. And we're going to actually transform what has just been stored, stay vacant for 20 years into something that is actually creating growth and wealth and value for us here instead of just decaying. Yeah.
So this is our floor plan. Actual details going in the house. It only takes 7 seconds to make good first impressions. So when you want to walk in this house, we want to show you what College of Agriculture is all about. We'll do that by showing the structure and history of what in the past. We'll do this by reintroducing and incorporating original pieces, photos, and furniture. And we'll educate any guest that comes through it, either inside College of Ag or outside. Show this by the rich history of College of Ag. We'll paint a picture, show our roots, also show local emphasis and heritage. And we'll do this by dedicating to Mr. Tom Hammond. The first room, we walk and be on the right. Mostly this will be a store to sell like UK, local products. It'll be anything or everything that provides this college. It's a focal point to show the importance of the Kentucky agriculture to the marketplace. 2 back rooms, it's mostly like a social aspect of it. The social room with a bar, it will showcase local beers, wine, spirits. We'll do this by partnerships with local bourbon distilleries, wineries, breweries, Country Boy, West 6, Town Branch. We want everyone that walks in this house to get a taste of Lexington. The second floor, this is mostly a kitchen and classroom. During the day, it must be for classes, any type of classes at all. During the night, it'll be brewing seminars, filmings. This could be students or people from Lexington that want to enjoy the brewing scene. It'll put the local community in the Cooper House. It'll be like people in Lexington have no idea what the Cooper House is, bring everyone together and teach us what it's about. And doing this potentially might bring a new bringing degree to the University of Kentucky. The students who are interested in that. It'd be a great thing to put people together.
All right, working our way up the Cooper House, we make our way up the spiral staircase to the 3rd floor. It's not a huge space or something we can do a lot with, but it will be great for a student learning area. It'll have state-of-the-art technology in place so that students can go up and work on group projects or have meetings or study. Now from the top, we go all the way to the bottom of the building, the basement, which has a very short ceiling, so it's not the best place for regular traffic or to have students in very often, but it can be utilized as a cellar for housing some of the UK wine or local wines, as well as a cured meat cellar, which can be connected to the UK meat department. And along with that, we can do some visitations or tours down there for people who come in that aren't from UK and want to learn more about the different wines that are available or how they cure some of the meats here. And then moving to the exterior, the outside of the building is going to be restored back to its original red brick color to remember its history and give it a strong structure. It's also going to have handicap accessible entrances on the front and back. And then some of the additions around the house, we're going to add a beautiful garden in the back, house different vegetables and flowers, as well as add a state-of-the-art auditorium. Looking at the garden more in depth, it's going to be ran and maintained by students. So this is a great way to connect the Cooper House to the different ag departments, including landscape architecture and plant and soil sciences. Also, in remembrance of Tom's grandfather's garden that he used to have in the back of his house, there was a beautiful rose archway to the entrance of it that would be great to have. Another thing with the back would be to add a swing that used to be out there that Tom remembered, and this can just be a great place for students to sit, kind of feel like they can get away from the college and think about whatever they need to or clear their mind. And then the auditorium is going to be a state-of-the-art auditorium that can be utilized for classrooms during the day, and in the evenings can host different events by the university or faculty. And that also reconnects the Cooper House back to the auditorium in the sense that it can be a housing place for a cocktail hour, or it's a place to grab something to eat before or after the event.
Alright, so now that we know what we want to do with it, we need to figure out exactly how we're going to get this done. By taking an initiative, we thought utilizing technology would be a useful tool. So with our app that we're going to end up creating, it's going to be a Cooper House app in 3 stages of development. The first is going to be a financial aspect. Originally, it will be a capital campaign for anyone to donate to, no minimum, no maximum, and it will just allow us to collect funds that way. In the second stage of the application, it's going to provide real-time renovation updates. Think what happened with Commonwealth Stadium over the summer. You could look at it anytime, just to make yourself feel like you're part of the renovation itself, even if you haven't donated. It will get our name out there as well. And then it will be transferred into a daily use app where it'll tell like a local history, specials that are offered through the bar and the store. And it will also allow you to reserve study rooms or the back room for events. So moving on a timeline basis of how quickly we can be able to get this done, we looked at 6 big steps. The first one being the first 6 months after the Cooper House project is announced. We'll begin fundraising, and we'll initialize the app for the fundraising to take place. In the next 4 months after that, what we're going to be doing is trying to reach our goal of 70% project funds at that time. We really want to get that so we can move into our last 2 months of the first year. Really have a final fundraising push. We've already got that 70%, really pitch that to everyone that we've already fundraised with. Let them know that we've already got this, just a little bit more would help out, get us to our goal, and then we could begin the renovation on the Cooper House itself after 1 year. Just with structural work being done during that time, the second year mark is whenever we hope to be in line with all of our finalized budgets and have a 6-month completion horizon that will allow us to eventually, after 3 years of the Cooper House being announced, have a grand opening party for all those involved in the Cooper House project, and really thank them for what they've done in this project, as well as transition the application into its daily use.
We'll pause right there because we're over our time limit right now. Just talk us through what's going to happen, but we can present about next.
Basically, all I was going to do is I was finishing up after that. I was just going to say we were wanting to put a local Lexington history
Let's go ahead and give them a round of applause. If we can pause, so
So we're pretty close to the 10 minutes.